When Mazda introduced the new CX-3 ahead of its 2016 model year debut, it launched the compact crossover into the fastest growing segment in the North American auto industry. Delivering the fuel economy of a small car alongside the elevated ride height, available all-wheel drive traction, and interior flexibility sought by an increasing number of shoppers. Key competitors included the Hyundai Kona, Nissan Juke, Subaru Crosstrek, and Honda HR-V. In this video, we're looking at what owners and experts are saying about the reliability and used car ownership experience of the 2016 to 2022 Mazda CX-3, and sharing 5 tips to help you find the best used model that you can for the dollar. Look for a 2-liter 4-cylinder Skyactiv engine featuring high compression, direct injection, and advanced intake and exhaust systems to help ensure maximum fuel efficiency and pleasing performance. Though fuel economy of 6.9 to 8.8 liters per 100 kilometers was sufficiently thrifty for most, the 148 horsepower engine delivered average performance relative to other competitors. Standard feature content included push-button start, an automatic 6-speed, a 7-inch touchscreen display, and a backup camera. Heated seats, rain-sensing wipers, automatic lights, a power moonroof, LED headlamps, a Bose audio system, and automatic climate control were available on higher-grade models too. High levels of maneuverability and a nicely finished and upscale cabin rounded out the package. Now let's set you up with 5 tips to help make sure you find the best used model possible for your dollar. Transmission trouble. Some owners have reported trouble with the 6-speed automatic transmission in their CX-3s, up to and including the need for transmission replacement, usually at low mileage and under warranty. Most have not. According to the owner's community, a CX-3 that fails to creep ahead when the brakes are released, especially on an incline, or one that seems to slip and lag instead of accelerating the moment the throttle is pressed, may be suffering from transmission problems, and in extreme cases, this problem can result in 20 to 40 seconds of engine revving before the vehicle begins to move. So on your test drive, be sure to stop and accelerate from a low speed multiple times, including on inclined surfaces. The vehicle should begin moving smoothly the moment the throttle is pressed. Next, place the vehicle in reverse gear and hold it in place with the brakes for about 30 seconds, then immediately shift into drive, release the brakes, and apply some throttle. If the vehicle fails to move forward smoothly and immediately, proceed with caution. Take any sign of slippage, hesitation, or failure of the vehicle to respond as expected in this situation as a good reason to move on to another unit, or to have a technician investigate before you buy. Ensuring the model you're considering has all software updates applied, and that all transmission servicing is up to date and has been performed in a dealer setting is a good idea too. Steering problems. Some owners have reported a notchy or inconsistent feel from the steering in their CX-3s, alongside unexpected resistance and noise when steering in either direction. Most have not. If this problem is present in the CX-3 you're considering, the steering may feel lumpy, or as if it's occasionally catching. A healthy steering system in a Mazda CX-3 can steer fully from one side to the other with consistent effort and no unwanted sounds. If that's not the case with the unit you're considering, have a technician investigate. The culprit seems to be a defective steering shaft, with some owners reporting multiple replacements required before the problem is remedied. Mazda also released a Technical Service Bulletin, or TSB, for this problem, identifying an improperly manufactured steering shaft as the culprit. So on your test drive, quiet the cabin and listen closely for signs of steering-related noise, and pay close attention to the feel of the steering, confirming that it's smooth and quiet at all times. Inconsistent steering feel can also be the result of problems with tire inflation pressure, alignment, and suspension component wear. Cold climate heating. Some owners in cold climates have complained that the CX-3's heater may perform slowly when it comes time to heat the cabin at engine startup. Many have not. Specifically, it might take an unusually long time to heat the cabin while the vehicle is parked and idling, possibly after being remote started. This complaint doesn't come with a proven fix and seems to be characteristic of normal operation from this engine. Still, for maximum heater performance and minimal warm-up time in the cold, consider installing and using a block heater, confirming that the cabin air filter is fresh and not clogged, and checking the coolant level and thermostat for proper level and operation. Though idling the engine for long periods may not generate sufficient cabin heat, on the coldest days there's a great way to heat up your cabin fast. Just get in and start driving. Trouble code check. Trouble codes are stored within a vehicle's engine computer if its sensor network detects a problem with the engine, transmission, or other vehicle components. Sometimes trouble codes cause a check engine light, or CEL, to illuminate, other times they don't. Even if there's no check engine light visible on your test drive, the computer in the CX-3 you're considering may have one or more stored trouble codes. These can be easily revealed by a diagnostic scan ahead of your purchase, ideally by a trained technician in a dealer setting. Some owners have reported engines that randomly stall, struggle, shut off, or hesitate and misfire when heavy or full throttle is applied. Many have not. Other owners have reported engines that struggle to start up or that idle roughly. If you notice any of these symptoms on your test drive, be sure to have a diagnostic scan performed. These can reveal specific trouble codes that may relate to a faulty fuel pump, which is covered by a safety recall, or another sensor-related issue. Leaky shocks. Some owners have reported the need to replace rear shock absorbers as the result of a visible fluid leak. In North American models, this problem seems to affect model year 2016 CX-3 units exclusively, so visually inspect the rear shock absorbers for signs of a visible oil leak on their exterior, and if you're not sure how, have a technician check for you during a pre-purchase inspection or PPI. Visible oil seepage may be present on one or both rear shocks, and if you notice any, assume that shock absorber needs replacement and have a professional investigate. Though the mass production process of the rear shocks was changed to remedy this problem, numerous 2016 model year units may still have leaky shock absorbers, which can result in degraded handling, accelerated wear, and safety concerns. Thankfully, this problem is relatively easy to spot during a visual inspection, so be on the lookout. These tips were designed to help test driving shoppers more easily identify possible trouble reported by some owners. A careful and attentive test drive that focuses on the areas we just covered can help you find a first-class example of a second-hand Mazda CX-3. If you found this video useful, we've got plenty more like it, so consider leaving a like down below if you learned something new. Head over to Driving.ca for the latest used car news and reviews, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new upload. I'm Justin Pritchard, and until next time, take care and drive safe.